Okay, this looks like a grand place to meditate, and I'm just gonna leave this right down here and roll the intro. Hey guys, and welcome to the 30th installment of Updated Builds, a series of videos where I go back over Warframes that I already made one or more videos about and I bring their builds up to date. Now today we're gonna take a look at Wukong, a frame that I play every now and then because he can very easily be made immortal for minutes at a time. This means he's fantastic for very tricky missions, tough sorties, and generally missions that would straight up destroy other Warframes. Now I only use one build on Wukong, but I'm very happy with its performance because it can do either Defy or Primal Fury, or you can combine them, though this does drain quite a bit of energy at times. And here is what the build looks like. I call it the monkey business, and it's running Steel Charge as its aura, which increases the damage of both Iron Jab and Primal Fury, and it gives you a ton of mod capacity. I also slapped in Power Drift into the Exalted mod, which once again increases the damage of Iron Jab and Primal Fury a little bit, though it's not necessary, so you can run something like Rush for faster sprint speed, Thieves' Wit for more loot radar, Handspring for faster knockdown recovery, or just not use an Exalted mod at all. Then I wanted a ton of duration, so I have primed Continuity, Narrow-Minded, and Constitution. This makes the invulnerability buff from Defy last so longer, and it also reduces the drain on both the Defy and Primal Fury, which is followed up by Streamline, which reduces the drain even further. And it also makes Iron Jab cheaper. Then there's Hunter Adrenaline, which is very important because it converts 45% of all the damage done to your health into energy, which then gets stored thanks to Primed Flow. This is what enables the Defy cycle, because you will take damage to your health, which will be converted into energy and stored thanks to Primed Flow, and then used by Defy to heal you up and provide invulnerability, and it just repeats over and over and over again until you run out of health, because every time Defy procs, it will heal you for a little bit less, to a point where eventually you won't have enough health to take enough damage to generate enough energy to proc Defy, and you will die. This, however, can very easily be bypassed by simply deactivating and reactivating Defy, which will reset the whole cycle. This is also why I'm running Steel Fiber and Vitality, so that I don't instantly get knocked into Defy every time it runs out, so it kind of elongates the whole cycle. That's not the full setup, however, because both Iron Jab and Primal Fury are affected by some mods on your melee weapon, not the stats on your melee weapon, so you can put this on whatever you want, though it does make sense to put it on a weapon that would otherwise run this setup anyway, so you still have an effective melee weapon. Alright, so it's affected by generic melee damage, so we have Primed Pressure Point, attack speed, so we have Primed Fury, though you don't want to add too much attack speed, which is why I'm running Spelled Strike for some extra damage, because if you add too much attack speed, the combos on Primal Fury will just break. And it will feel pretty bad, because the combos will just stop halfway through if you can't click fast enough, which you really can't. Primal Fury also has 25% base crit, so we have True Steel for crit chance and Organ Shatter for crit damage, and then you can either run 3 90% elementals for damage or 3 dual stat mods for status. And there it is! About 3 minutes, that's not bad. There are many things you can do with arcanes here, but the ones I would recommend are either Arcane Energize for higher energy sustain, because it gives you a chance to get 100 extra energy when you pick up an energy orb. And if you want to focus more on Primal Fury, I would go for Arcane Strike and Fury, which will give you more attack speed and melee damage respectively. Now, this setup wasn't specifically designed to run both Primal Fury and Defy at the same time. I mostly designed it for Defy, so I can run around with a primary or a secondary weapon and use Primal Fury every now and then. This makes sortie assassination super easy, assuming that you don't run into like a nullifier bubble, because as you saw in the little clip on the side, you can basically just face tank a sortie boss for 3 minutes at a time. And that's without any outside influences, that's just you standing there face tanking the boss. It can go on for much longer if you're picking up energy orbs and you maybe have Arcane Energize, or you equip yourself with a Syndicate weapon that restores your energy whenever its Syndicate effect goes off. So Sinoid Simulor, Sinoid Gamma Core, Supra, and Supra Vandal with the Augment and weapons like that. You can also just go with Primal Fury, though this only really works in lower level missions where the enemy damage isn't too bad. Or you can just put on both and be immortal while dishing out a decent amount of damage with Primal Fury, though this does make energy sustain a little bit harder. Also, I'm very sorry for those of you who were expecting either an AFK Cloud build or the derpy Salam build. I find both of those incredibly boring, so I don't do them. And that's pretty much it for the build. Now, if you're not quite sure how to format it to set this build up, the best way to do it in my opinion is to simply put on all the mods, and if they don't fit, look for the one with the highest capacity drain that's shared between all your builds, format for that, and do that until all the mods fit. And I thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope you have enjoyed the video and it was helpful. I can't wait to read the comments telling me how absolutely terrible this build is, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.